And we are live. Welcome back to the Rich and Angel Show. Let's get started.
Yes, sir.
Rich and Angel.
Clubhouse number 2. I can't hear.
It's the Rich and Angel Show.
What's going on, guys? So we're just handling some microphone stuff.
Oh, there I am.
All right.
Yes. Welcome.
Welcome.
Another Monday. Here we are.
Here we are. How was your
Jersey.
weekend?
Just us two idiots trying to stay off people's feeds.
If you watched the last episode, you know what we're talking about. Did you ever talk to the?
Nah,
No?
I'm not even connected with that guy. Not with him. So, Jersey, Monday, winter, finally cold again.
Finally cold again. Yeah, today I felt it.
Snowing.
Yeah, today I have some cold feet, literally.
Yeah.
So
It's cool. Good to be back. How was the weekend?
not bad. Had a pretty chill weekend. Didn't really do much. Just kind of relaxed a little bit, and just looking forward to Christmas.
Yeah, man. I didn't even start my Christmas shopping yet. But hey, I always wait till last minute. And let me get some of this out of the way.
Got any good gifts that you're giving?
No.
No.
Gift cards.
Gift cards all around.
Gift cards for everybody.
I hear.
I don't know what to get anybody anymore. Years ago, it used to be different.
Yeah,
Like everyone's got everything. What do you need?
yeah. I guess.
Right? What do you,
I
I don't want anything.
I like presents only because it takes thought. Like a good present can make you realize how much somebody actually is thinking about you or not.
True.
You know,
True.
like you're not gonna just get me, I don't know, like a freaking, I don't know, a random album or something like that, music album, because like,
It's true. Nice to put thought into something.
yeah,
So listen, it's 2019. We're working our way. A couple weeks left of the year.
that's right.
And the food equipment industry is booming. Food equipment service industry is booming. We're booming over here in Jersey.
We are booming.
There's been no lulls. It's been rush. Blessed, thankful. And I got some things to talk about. If you do,
Yeah, I for sure do. I want to start with what the title of the actual show is. So if you're clicking on here and you're watching, odds are you know exactly what we're going to be talking about. So I picked this specifically for you because I know you love this. Firehouse subs.
oh, my favorite
It says kitchen design future Firehouse subs restaurants of the future.
restaurants. Everything's of the future, man. Kitchens of the future, restaurants of the future. Firehouse subs. If you're watching this, which one's my mic?
I don't know yet.
Hello. I hear myself still.
Okay, so then you're one.
Okay. All right, cool. So if you're watching this Firehouse, can you please open near me? We're in Bayonne, New Jersey here.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I'm close to one, but you're not.
Nope. I don't like it one bit.
All right. So, what does it say here? Firehouse before. Firehouse Subs restaurant has been known both for the food and for the company's mission of supporting first responders. But in the 25 years since the store opened, the concept had never had a makeover. Okay. Flow it, move it, and close it. Armed with the operational research, Firehouse Subs brought in Big Red Rooster, Columbus, Ohio, to work in the kitchen layout, furnishings, fixtures, and brand graphics. The change with the single biggest impact was the steamers, a linchpin of sandwich chains make line. Their existence, placement, and speed offered some room for improvement. So I know that was like a big part of the Firehouse kitchen thing. Was just like it was like a kind of like a line, just one after the other, kind of Chipotle style, but it was, everything is behind the counter.
Oh yeah.
A Firehouse store is a sandwich production area, is open to guest view. We use 6 to 8 clamshell type steamers lined up on an 8-foot long table along the back wall to quick heat meats and cheeses for sandwich fillings. Namey explains, the heating process takes 2 minutes and 45 seconds. The conveyor toaster also sits on the back counter. Cold ingredients occupy prep tables along the customer side of the workspace.
Yep.
So what are your thoughts?
I don't know. No, I mean we've been to a couple. We went there. I always find it interesting how the sandwich does come out a little different. I think it's probably their process. I didn't take notice though of these clamshells type steamers here. I mean,
Yeah, I peeped them a couple times actually because I was
oh,
curious.
do you know what they call it? They call it a clamshell because it opens up this way,
Right.
and it closes down that way.
Right. We got a picture. I think you guys are seeing it. Yep, you're seeing it. But yeah, that's crazy. They got a bunch of them there. To me, I think it's cool because it kind of changes things from like the Quiznos or Subway kind of vibe, where like Quiznos is just rolling through, and Subway you're just putting it in the oven.
Yeah,
This just gives it that panini feeling of like.
yeah. And those are
makes it
made by
delicious.
AJ Antunes. It looks like
Aging into
cook faster and use sliding drawers instead of clamshell lids. Okay, so they're calling it a clamshell, but it's not necessarily a clamshell.
Oh, those go in and out and not up and down. Okay. Oh,
they can be stacked too high, so you could pull them out as well, I guess.
right.
Yeah, I mean AJ Antunes, we represent them here in New Jersey, so we've been working on those things for years. We haven't really seen anything in the Firehouse though, so I guess that could be a good thing.
Yeah.
For their equipment, it's not going down.
Yeah, Firehouse.
Yeah, it's good. AJ Antunes making strong stuff.
So we got a list of their equipment, and then we can move on. Antune steamers, you were
There you
right.
go.
Yep. True reach and coolers, reach and freezer, sandwich prep table, refrigerator merchandise. Hallman Middleby toaster, Nemco food farmer,
Warmer.
food warmer, not farmer.
They have little farmers in there with their making produce.
I don't know how to say that. So
Bizerba.
Bizerba, Deli Pro slicer table, Eagle Work. Just skip down. You can see this. They got
Scotsman ice stuff. They got Cadco cookie ovens. They got Hashizaki ice machines. Panasonic microwaves.
so they're working with some top notch stuff, kind of.
Yeah, of course. Oh yeah, it's all commercial grade, all stuff we work on a daily basis.
Right.
For sure.
Very cool.
Yeah.
All right. I just wanted to mention that because
I love Firehouse, man.
Yeah, me too.
Now you're saying it, I want to go.
It's Firehouse time. We're going to be right back.
All
We're
right,
going to take
stand by.
We're going to run out to Firehouse.
I have a bunch on LinkedIn here. Helen Webb wanted to know our thoughts on the industry consolidations, as does everybody.
That's a big topic for sure.
That's a very big topic. That's something we could probably do. We don't have the phone ready, do we?
We can have it ready. You want to call somebody?
I don't know. If anybody's out there and wants to call in, this will be the first time we're checking and trying it out. So
yeah.
All right. So if you're out there and you want to call into the show and be a part of the Rich and Angel Show right now, put your number in the comments on LinkedIn.
Yes.
What are you watching?
YouTube and Facebook.
So YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, guys, put your phone number into the comments now if you want to be part of the show, and we'll give you a ring.
Give you a call.
But to touch on Helen, the thoughts on industry consolidations, I think it just goes to show, number one, how fast things are changing. I think over the last, since I've been around in the industry with my dad's been around a much longer time, but from 99 and then really when I really got involved, in the 2000s and everything, and a lot of the operations, nothing has moved faster or changed faster, I think, than in the last 2 years or so.
Really?
We are in the biggest shift
Wow.
that this industry has ever seen. And I just talked about that with Joe Ferry at our Christmas party a week ago. And it's I don't know if I want to use the word scary. It's something that I think we all have to take note of. I think we have to pay attention to what's happening around us. I think we can't take anything for granted.
Right.
We have to be on our toes, working hard. For us, as a small business, small service company here in Jersey, we are in a very interesting market and landscape here compared to the rest of the country. I know there's a lot of service companies out there that probably would say, I don't want nothing to do with New Jersey or New York. I've heard them say it. This is a tough market to be in, period, especially if you're not from around these parts and you don't really get it. It's a very interesting market. So you don't see many people bulldozing their way in here. A lot of the companies that have been here for a long time.
Right. Do you think in general in New Jersey, New York, people are adapting to the way things are changing?
I do. I think we're talking about it. We're having phone calls and emails trails, and we're not naive, I don't think, to what's happening. And I don't want to get too in depth for various reasons, but the number one thing I think anyone can do, if you're in the service side, I'm going to speak for the service side because that's what I know best.
Right.
If you're in the service side, you need to be better than you've ever been.
Interesting. What gives you that feeling?
Well, because we're talking about consolidations,
Right.
industry consolidations. That means this company is buying that company and buying that company, and they own this and they own that and they own everything. This one owns all that. This one owns all that. When the 800-pound gorilla in the room becomes a 1,600-pound gorilla, you got to pay attention,
Right.
and you got to be on your toes. You got to be working harder. You got to be working like Mark Cuban, and you've heard this. Maybe I'm sure he's not the one who invented it, but you got to work 24 hours a day, like someone's trying to take everything away from you, because they probably are. Right, that's the mentality you got to have. And I'm not saying you got to work 24 hours. You got to sleep, but I am saying that in this industry, 23 in this industry, if you are going to be sustainable for the next 20, 30, 40, 50 years, you need to be better than you've ever been. That means putting in technology. That means not being so closed-minded as to think that social media and food equipment influencing and all that stuff doesn't matter. That means doing things outside of the norm and not the way we always did it.
Right.
You know, and that means being even better. If you think you've been good to your people, you have to be even better to your people.
Right.
Because you have to make your place a place where people feel good about coming to every day.
Right.
And listen, you're not going to make everyone happy, but you're going to do your damn best to make sure you got a great place to come and hang your hat.
Yeah, it's interesting. Like, you have to give people an incentive to want to stay, if not at your company, in the industry at all, right? Because I think, you can treat your employees well, but if the industry doesn't seem to be moving in the right direction, people might have to leave.
Yeah.
It might just be something that they need to do for their families, whatever the case.
Oh yeah, everyone's always going to do it right for their family. But listen, I'll say this every day. You're with me.
Yeah.
This industry, most people who come here don't go nowhere because it's that good.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's just that good. You'll see someone. Oh, he's not over here anymore. He's with this company now. People might move, but they never leave. Once this industry gets a hold on you,
yeah,
it's it. You're here for life. Most people will tell you that.
Yeah, I've heard that many times just in the couple of years I've been here.
Yeah. So industry consolidations, pay attention, ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah.
and be willing and ready to adapt and change. That's it. That's all I'm going to say on that for now. But again, if you have comments or if you want to jump in on the conversation, put your number in the comments on LinkedIn, Facebook, or YouTube, wherever you're watching, and we will see if we can get you to call in right now, and we'll do a little call-in show.
Yeah, so we'll call you, actually.
We'll call you.
Yeah.
Next thing I have on the agenda, though.
Okay.
Meet the billionaire couple behind Panda Express, who built a $3 billion fortune selling 90 million pounds of orange chicken each year.
Wow. 90 million pounds.
So for me, I am not any part of that because I don't eat that stuff.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've probably had about 1 million pounds worth of orange chicken in
Really?
my life, just hanging out at like Garden State Plaza Mall and stuff like that,
But do you eat Panda Express specific?
Yeah, because it's the most bang for your buck. You go there, you wait on that little line, and then they just scoop it into a styrofoam plate, just mound it.
That's probably good, huh?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't. The tastes of these different, I'm not big on any Chinese or anything like that. Any Asian flair, I just don't. For some reason, it just doesn't. I don't like it.
No, I think it only tastes good in the mall.
You might be right.
There's a special feeling that you get when you're at the mall and you're like, I want something that's just gonna satisfy my hunger for cheap because I just spent $200 on sneakers. Very niche feeling.
So, but these people, they look like really nice people. You could see them. I think I pulled this off of Entrepreneur.
Let me see if I can find a picture of them.
I think entrepreneur.com, the magazine and everything. While you're doing that, over the course of 45 years, college sweethearts Andrew and Peggy Churn, I believe it says, have grown Panda Express from a single restaurant in a Southern California mall to a 2,000 plus location empire around the world.
Here they
they are. They look lovely, don't they? Nice people. They look like nice people. The married couple founded the company in the early 80s. That's when we were born. So they've been doing it a long time and continues to own and operate every Panda Express themselves. Today, I didn't know that.
Wow.
Today, the Churns have amassed a combined net worth of $3 billion. Forbes estimates making them two of the richest people in fast food.
Really? Look at them.
The Panda Express empire doing their thing.
And
we don't service Panda Express here in New Jersey. I'm very open to it. So listen, Maliki Partner Service in New Jersey. If anyone's watching and you want a service company that cares beyond the numbers, let me know.
Yes, for sure. It reminds me a little bit of, not just because they're Asian, but just because they came to the top like in such a fast time. The owners of Forever 21. the same story. So it's really cool.
Yeah.
It's cool to see those like common threads.
Yeah. So this is it. This is the food equipment. This is food service, food equipment. I mean, you see the numbers, $3 billion fortune.
Yeah,
They are obviously in the top tier.
I love it.
Richest people in fast food. Lovely.
What else you got?
13 ways to supercharge your focus, increase motivation, and boost drive. So we don't just talk about food equipment stuff. We talk about business, life, a little bit of everything here on the Rich and Angel Show.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna hit
13 ways to
supercharge your focus, increase motivation, and boost your drive.
I love it. Let's see if I can pull that up for you guys.
First one, I'll tell you what, is fun.
Fun.
There it is, Entrepreneur, courtesy of Entrepreneur.com.
We're not allowed we're not allowed to have
who are not sponsors at all, but if they'd like to be, please reach out to me at richard@malachicares.com. 13 ways to supercharge your focus. Now, first one is fun. Recent studies have revealed that a fun workplace makes for happier and more satisfied employees. Workplace fun has been linked to enhanced motivation, increased productivity, reduced stress, higher job satisfaction, and improved task performance. We have fun here.
Yeah, I mean, what I do is fun, you know? So, I mean, I don't know
Yeah.
if I'm the right person to analyze this because, like, I specifically chose a job that I enjoy doing.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Yeah, no, I mean, I think for us up in the office, I mean, you're down here, but
yeah,
you're welcome up there.
of course.
You just don't want to come up and see us.
I'm a little.
So the question of the day is QOD, why do you hate us?
I don't hate anybody. It's just when I'm
Hates
editing,
us.
I have to constantly loop things over and over again, and
Lots of
it's either
focus.
I have my headphones in the whole time, and then I feel antisocial, or I don't have my headphones in, and you're gonna hear "What's up? It's Rich Malachi" like 24 times in a row, and the girls are gonna want to kill me.
True. True.
So
I mean, it's good to have a quiet work environment for yourself.
Yeah, for sure.
But upstairs, listen, we have our ups and downs for sure. I try to keep things very light, and I think in the new year we're going to be looking to add some interesting things in the warehouse. Now that we've cleaned it out, we've got it real organized. So be prepared to see some possible air hockey stuff going on. And
Oh, I love it.
yeah, did you know that?
No, I didn't.
I'm revealing it right now.
Oh,
I've been
snap.
pricing some air hockey tables and some different things. Let me know. We don't have a lot of space here, but hit us in the comments or get a conversation because I would love to know what you think would be the best thing to have here in the office, in the warehouse.
In an
just to-
office environment.
Yeah, just to keep people every now and then, maybe 10 minutes break away and go have a little air hockey tournament or
Yeah.
during lunch or at the end of the day. You know, something just to keep people connected and having fun while you're here. What we got a comment here.
Like the Google nap pods.
Omar. Oh, it's Omar.
Oh, Omar, what's going on?
What's up, man? He said, hello, Angel Rich. Panda Express has their corporate office in Rosemead, California. I've had the pleasure of working in the test kitchen there. They had a top secret automatic wok they were testing that was imported from Japan. Pretty neat.
Wow.
A top secret automatic wok.
Huh.
Automatic wok. I would like to see that.
Did you?
That sounds
did you sneak
interesting.
Did you sneak a picture of that top secret?
Like we did at Apple.
Yeah, that's a funny little anecdote for people. When we were at Apple, I was taking pictures of everything when they told us not to, and we were filming. But as soon as I posted it on my Snapchat or Instagram stories, it got pulled down like within 5 minutes, which is the scariest thing in the world. But it's also really cool because they knew we were actually taking pictures and they just flagged it right away.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, tell
Yep.
me.
So we had to be on the hush hush.
Music.
that.
I feel like there's some Christmas vibes going on up there, right?
Music. We got Christmas music playing all throughout the month. It's very exciting for the ones that like it. The ones that hate it, well, sorry.
Then do you want to go through these? Or you
I picked a couple
you
of different
got 'em?
ones, so we don't I don't want to go through each one.
Okay.
But you got music is definitely one important. Meditation.
You got to stay sane.
I'm not a meditative kind of guy. It's something I might want to try in the new year. I know it
Yeah.
would be good for.
I think you should just try all things Asian this year. You know,
Well, you know
do
who-
some Panda Express, some meditation, some like Zen.
Tim Ferriss. I think Tim Ferriss is he has a lot of stuff that he's in his book and things. I think he moved to Japan for some time.
Oh wow!
He has acquired a lot of things in their culture that he believes.
You know who does meditation, and I think it's going to convince you to do it.
Who?
Jerry Seinfeld.
I'm done. I'll do it.
Yeah, I know. That's your guy.
It's my main man.
He's all about it. Before every single show, I was watching an interview with Mark Norman, who tours with him. Before every single show, he meditates for 20 minutes. Crazy,
Well, I might have to start doing that.
right?
Yeah. Meditation, big. Visualization. fasting, disconnecting. So this one I put a little out here. Disconnecting. Can you remember life when you weren't connected? The newest research in human behavior has generated a lot of data proving the negative effects being constantly connected has on our human psyche, sleep, connectedness, and well-being. Tendencies such as FOMO, fear of missing out.
Fear of missing out, which we talk about.
Yeah, and sleep deprivation from overexposure to blue light are all having an impact on our daily productivity and performance. So, yeah, disconnecting, I think, is going to be something important for the new year and going forward, because I think we're just all maybe overly connected.
Yeah, I think it has to be really intentional, right? Like you have to kind of say, every Sunday I'm not going to touch my phone. Something like that. It's just a little small goal. I know I made a vow to myself when I first got started with social media. I was like, I'm not going to put this phone down until I'm making a living from it, and that turns into an obsession really quick. So now I have to consciously be like, let me just push this to the side a little bit and just chill out.
Yeah, I mean, I think definitely with vacations and stuff, if you're actually going to take a vacation, just turn your phone off.
Yeah.
Really be present, especially if you're with family or close friends or whatever it might be, maybe your wife, whoever it might be, your husband. Be present. Yeah. Be super present. Put the phone away. I'm not saying you can't turn it on at all. Maybe you turn it on in the morning. And then right before you go to sleep, just check things and go back, then be done. But at least you're 12, 13 hours a day for the day. You're connected. You're not connected.
Yeah. And we mean this stuff because half of what we do with me, it has to do with digital marketing. So
listen, we're connected.
We're very connected.
We are very connected.
Yeah, for sure.
So exercise, a big one. We know that's a big one. Definitely. It used to be a very big part of my life. It has over the last 3 to 4 years become not a big part of my life, and I need to change that in 2020 for sure. Power napping, cold showers. Do you ever take a cold shower?
I can't physically bring myself to do it.
Yeah,
I heard like a whole big mental thing about it where it's like getting in there and just taking that leap. I understand that, but like we're in America, we got warm water.
I know, but you know what this is? This is you're right, but this is like about like discipline and creating like certain routines for yourself. For most of us, a cold shower doesn't sound appealing, but to ward off sickness, it's becoming the norm for many, not wanting to lose days off of work.
Interesting.
So I'm not going to go dive too much into that. I don't know much about that, but there's a lot. If you look up, there's a lot on cold showers and the reasoning behind it. So energizing food, supplementation.
I really want to get into this. Like I want to figure out what the healthiest possible foods are to optimize energy, especially because of my epilepsy and everything. I want to figure out how
go to a nutritionist.
Yeah. I mean, they tell me the same thing. They're like, cut down all soda and carbs.
Of course, soda's horrible for you.
Yeah. So like that's hard for me. But
soda's horrible.
I think it would be easier for me if I knew like, all right, I know I have to cut these things. What can I eat in order to help my nutrition and energy and all that stuff? So that'd be interesting.
Yeah. Recharging sleep. Insomnia averages $3,500 per year per employee in added healthcare costs and lost productivity.
Wow. That makes sense to me. I've struggled with insomnia for a long time.
Yeah, I've been getting better. My sleep has been getting better, thankfully. And education is another one on that list. So definitely education, obviously. And then the best way to do that these days is through audiobooks and YouTube. And there's a website out there called Udemy, udemy.com, which offers a lot of different things, courses and stuff. And they're cheap. Some are $10, $30.
You can
learn a lot.
You can get a full course on like, I don't know, calculus for like $30.
Yeah, college schmollege, please. The next thing we got here is how to position. This is I found this I think on Entrepreneur as well. Plays into our industry, plays into stuff we're talking about. How to position your product in a niche market. So whether it's product or service in a niche market, right? We are, I would say, in a niche market.
Big time.
Because listen, even though it's a big market, it's still not like some big mainstream thing that people all know about. So the first thing you want to do is thoroughly assess the competition. It's saying. So if we dive into that, you've worked in digital media, different things like that, and I'm asking you. I mean, I guess were you always aware of the people around you and your market? Did you
big time when somebody would hire me, like when I was working for US Elite, which was like a global apparel brand for like outdoor apparel. The first thing that we did as the marketing team, because I was like one of 5 on the team, the first thing we did was look at the competition. Who are we trying to be like? Who are we trying to beat? How do we mimic them, or how do we get inspired by them? You know, and we take some of those strategies and implement them. But for the most part, finding out your competition helps you find your audience. And I think that's super important to do, especially when you're just getting online and trying to market online. You don't know where your audience is. They could all be on Snapchat and you just have no idea, or they could be on Facebook, like we've been saying, you know?
Yeah. I mean, for me too, with the competition, it says, so I'll just say, it says here, although you've likely already perused their websites and gotten the inside scoop on who comprises your competition, you won't learn much unless you do a full-blown deep dive, create an entire document dedicated to the competitor analysis. BDC, I'm not sure, you have to check Entrepreneur to see. BDC recommends looking mainly at the following categories: products and services, pricing, positioning and branding, and market reputation.
Yeah.
You also need to look at reviews and any press that they've received to get thorough understanding of their reputation. So,
one of the big things that we talked about was keeping your own narrative, right? Which comes in with reviews. I think a big part of it is knowing where people are reviewing you.
Yeah.
If you don't know that you have 150 reviews on Google, you might not be able to go in there and actually respond to them.
Yes.
Or actually, do some community management, like Gary Vee calls it.
Yeah.
It's a huge thing for people to be able to see what other people think of your products.
It is. And that's something for us that I never, all this media stuff, I don't pay attention to the reviews, and I just started. And I'm gonna say right now, we're not looking good on Google. But I also understand that when I look at who was leaving these reviews, they're not my customers.
Oh,
okay.
Right.
These are one-offs.
Right.
That had some kind of a bad experience that I didn't even know about.
Right.
4 years ago, 6 years ago, and they're saying things that are just mind blowing to me. I'm like, didn't know about this.
And the crucial part to remember is that those reviews stick.
They stick.
Yeah, you can't just delete a review. You have to respond to it.
And that's what I just started doing. I said I'm the owner. I said I'm not sure what your account is, but if you email me, I said I'd love to look into it and make it right.
Yeah.
I might not change the review online, but at least I can make it right with them, and maybe next time they can give us a better review.
Right, and they can go back and say
They can update it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that and what was I just going to say? Yeah. Oh well, we'll move on.
We'll move on.
We're live. We can't do that. So, the reputation, all that stuff does matter. And so what I've actually started doing. Oh, this is what I was going to say. We were talking about again. I don't think we got into it, but talking about getting employees involved. Yeah. Something we're going to talk. So what I actually started to do is I've recently started talking with all the employees about making LinkedIn's.
Right.
I'm not so much worried about any other platform, honestly. LinkedIn is where I want them. I'm not forcing them, but I'm asking them if they please would create a LinkedIn and begin to start engaging with some of the company stuff. I'm not saying they have to engage a million everywhere, but you're part of the company. If you want to be on LinkedIn, I would love to have you there. Attach yourself to the company and engage, but also reviewing the company.
Right.
So I said, I'm not telling anybody what to say. I said, you've worked here for 10 years, Dan. You've worked here for 15 years, Tom. Or you've worked here for 25 years, Joe. Whatever it might be.
Right.
Would you please go to Google and leave a review on your thoughts on the company?
Yeah.
And so we started doing that little by little to, again, engage, because it's not just reviewing about customers, it's internal.
Yes. It's finding new talent, right? Bringing in new talent. And I think a big part of that too is third-party websites like Glassdoor and stuff. Those are so super important, because that's where people are going to figure out how much you're getting paid, figure out what the company culture is like, and try and find out if anybody else is complaining about the company, to see whether or not they want to go and work there.
Yeah.
And they're always comparing and contrasting. And that's the job search.
Yeah.
So if you're not on Indeed, Glassdoor, Monster, all those things, then that's a big chunk of the pool that you're missing from coming in to be talent.
Yeah. There's so much more to the business than meets the eye in 2019, 2020. So much more. The second thing here, how to position your product or service in a niche market. Number 2, understand your own competitive advantage. So what they're saying here is, after surveying the information, take a good look at your product and service, start to understand what you do differently. Your advantage may be better price, more science behind your product's formula, or reviews from your customers, explains Angelo DeSimone, founder of Newell Values Beauty, something. Right. But you have to know how you stand out. I always talk about differentiators.
Yeah, I mean, what I like about Maliki Parts and Service is specific is it's not a super big company so that you don't know who you're emailing. You understand who you're getting in contact with, and you actually know these people. You develop a relationship with them, which is kind of hard to do when your company is upwards of 100 employees. You know, but then you have different strengths. Then
Right.
you have that precision, efficiency when you're at that level.
Yeah, you might have a bigger bankroll to make
Right.
things add different technologies faster and make things happen faster. You know, there's definitely different advantages depending on how small or big you are. But for us differentiators, I mean, I always try to put them out there. I always say our people are one of our differentiators.
Right.
You know, we have good, caring people here. That's one of the criteria you need to have if you're going to be here. You know, we also in our warranty, our trainings, we're certified CFESA, one of 33 or 4 in the country, I think. You have to check CFESA.com. You can go check out certified companies and see who's there. But there's different things like that. There's the trainings, the extra trainings, the retrainings, the progressive training. I mean, that we're focused on the people here.
Right.
There's just a lot of differentiators that we have, especially with key accounts and loyal customers. We're stocking their parts. We're doing things. I mean, we Quick Check. We've been servicing Quick Check for 25 years. They're getting first time fixes probably 94% of the time.
Wow.
Minus like some of the bigger stuff, like a door on something or you know, I don't know, something cosmetic.
Right.
They're getting fixed on the first. We come out on Monday. It's up and running on Monday.
Wow.
So
Yeah,
that's the big thing on being loyal.
That's important stuff.
Definitely, especially when, you know, with your business, if something's down, you have to 86 menu items, then you start losing revenue. So number 3 is play to your strengths. So, however, if you do know what your competitive advantage is, go all in on marketing around it. Make sure that the potential customers know that what they'll get with your product over what they'd get from a competitive product. Let's see. So it's not imperative that this is done with video or pictures. It can be accomplished through ad or web copy alone. Talk about how your product is more qualified, more popular, or less expensive than the competition. Hinge your major selling point on how your product does it better than anyone else's. Play to your strengths, ladies and gentlemen.
Love that. And then I especially love the one after that.
That's the big one.
That's the big one.
This is the big one. This is where we're getting to. So we're in the service business. We're selling. If you're selling equipment, if you're servicing equipment, if you're installing equipment, it doesn't matter what position in the industry you are in. You need to play to your strength. And number 4 is use influencer marketing.
I love it.
Welcome to Maliki Digital 2020.
Yes. There's a lot of people that are going to get a say in what equipment gets put into different kitchens. And keeping those people on your side as a manufacturer is crucial. Keeping the right people promoting your products is half the battle, really. It's the extended word of mouth, like we were talking about the other day.
Yeah.
You know, it's the new form of word of mouth. You know, you don't call your friend and ask them about a dentist. You just post on Instagram or Facebook rather. Can anybody recommend a dentist?
Yeah.
And you'll get like 20 influxes of answers, and whoever you trust the most, that's the person you go with.
100%.
You want to be those people you trust the most.
That's exactly it. It's about building trust and community. And so right here, use influencer marketing. Number 4 states, expand your product or services recognizability by hiring influencers whose audiences include your target market. We say it all the time. This will also help in the competitive space because you'll be taking advertisements from a different approach, relying upon the level of credibility and trust that influencers have built with their audience over time. Yeah. Which is what you just said. As far as dentists go or doctors go or food equipment service companies. Yeah. So when we're saying, listen, we are building, like I said, we're doing a couple of different things here. Number 1, we're building a business doing this. This is not, you know, for no reason, but we also want to promote the industry. We also want to help people find new talent and find this industry. And the more we talk about it, the bigger and better it could be collectively if we're all doing it on a much bigger, more consistent level. And you know, that's why we're talking about, if you want to be a sponsor on the Rich and Angel show, you are going to be easily in front of 10,000 plus people in the food equipment world. And, you know, it'll be YouTube, it'll be LinkedIn, it'll be Facebook. I'm on Instagram. I'm doing a lot of things there. We just started TikToking.
Yeah. TikTok.
I'm TikToking, man.
Yeah.
I'm throwing a video or 2 a week up.
Oh, that's great. I mean, the thing is, like, the more you support the people that are doing this on the level that we're doing it on, which isn't necessarily just endless bankroll and endless budgets, right? the more you support those people and help them develop their creative ideas, the more you'll look like the company that's been behind this the whole time, and you'll be looked upon as like they're forward thinking. They're they saw it coming, because it's inevitable with this industry, really, that eventually everybody's going to be communicating via LinkedIn, via social media. So I mean, it's better to get in on the ground floor, like we always say.
Yeah, this is the ground floor.
This is the ground
and
floor.
As things move along and audiences grow and influencer marketing and everything we're doing grows, things get more expensive. Right now, there's a great opportunity for us to partner and collaborate here on the Rich and Angel Show, specifically for 2020. We hopefully are going to have some interesting chats this week. But if you're interested in being a sponsor, we could fit you in right here, like we would do this.
Yep.
We're gonna get. We have a standing sponsor right now through the FedGroup.com.
That's right.
Go to the FedGroup.com and be a part of it. Right. Today's the last day for tickets to be on sale to the conference. It's the inaugural conference, February 5th to 7th in Miami, 2020. We have Hobart in the house. We have Partstown in the house. We have Heritage Parts in the house. We have McGalley in the house. We have Turbo Systems, Davisware, United Service Technologies, KCL, Kevin Kochman, he's in the house. We got Alpha Omega. We got Pacinka Ferry. We got a lot of people coming and bringing a lot to the table. We got some really inspiring speakers coming. We have some panels that are going to be going down. We have great dinners and everything. This is also about building your network. Show me what you know, and I'll show you who I know.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yep.
Because who you know, I think, is much more important than what you know.
Oh, big time.
And I'm learning that more and more as influencer marketing, all this stuff happens. This influencing stuff, it's real, it's legit. And that's what this Fed Group is going to do. It's going to bring the channel partners together. So manufacturers, reps, dealers, service companies, we're all going to be in the same room.
Yeah. And that's a rare thing.
Yeah. And this is only the first of many to come. So go to thefedgroup.com, scrolling across the bottom of your screen right now. Check it out. Any questions, you could always reach out to us.
Always.
So
Angel at MalachiCares.com if you have any specific detailed questions, and I'll be getting back to you right away.
There you go. So that could be your sponsorship right there. We would love to be able to help promote you and your company, your business, your personal brand in 2020. Reach out. What else we got here?
I was actually looking at that same article, sizing up mini combi ovens.
Were you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I brought the combi oven thing in because we should talk a little bit about this, because there's a lot of things to talk about in the combi oven world, from service to installations to site surveys, and also just from the food service side. With the food service industry evolving faster than ever before, spammers. It was inevitable that the combi oven, multi-use miracle of a commercial kitchen, would be slotted into more applications and enlisted to do new jobs. The mini combi oven category enables food service beyond the standard restaurant kitchen. Small countertop units are proliferating in convenience stores, supermarkets, ghost kitchens, catering operations, coffee shops, bars, food trucks, corporate dining rooms, college, food courts, nursing homes, stadiums, conferences. I mean, everywhere. Anywhere there's a call for steamed, roasted, baked goods, even in small quantities. In many cases, ventless hoods allow the unit to run anywhere there's access to electricity and water. So combi ovens are more and more and more becoming the highlight of everyone's kitchen.
I've noticed that everywhere I go now, I see combi ovens. When I'm at Dunkin' Donuts, turbo chefs there.
Yeah, well, that's not a combi.
Okay.
That's going to be considered accelerated high-speed cooking oven.
School me.
Yeah, that's a high-speed oven. It's in and of the microwave family. It has magnetrons. It's using the same kind of circuitry. So,
okay.
But combi ovens are the multi-dimensional. You're steaming, you're roasting, you're baking. It's
right.
Basically what that does. When you look at a fryer, say you go into a kitchen, you see a fryer and you see a steamer, and you see a convection oven, and you see all these things. Well, you could get rid of all that because this does it all. And Janine is at the front door with my sister. We're live, ladies and gentlemen. You coming in? We're very focused right now on combi ovens.
Come in and say hi. There's a whole show going on behind the camera right
What is
now,
that?
but you can't see it.
We're live right now. We're not. She's over here giving me all kinds of things. I have no idea what we're talking about. The on-call schedule is done. All right. Don't put that in front of there. Don't you dare. Top secret information. So, all right.
The real life of Rich Maliki.
Oh, yeah. It can get interesting. So, basically what I was saying was how this...
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Okay. Well, this is what listen, ladies and gentlemen, when you're live, anything is possible. People are walking in rooms, throwing envelopes at us. It's a madhouse. But that's what I was basically saying about the Combi Oven takes the place of many pieces of equipment. And that's why when they go down, it's emergency.
Right.
That's what it sounds like
That's what it sounds
in the
like.
service department when rationale combis and one-ounce combis and everything are.
And in the soul of the restaurant manager.
Yes,
It's like,
it does. So, and even here it says you'd be surprised how many items you can cook simultaneously. I mean, one level could be doing roast duck. The next level could be baking cookies.
yeah.
The next level could be doing French fries.
I remember when we went to that conference.
Chef Billy Buck.
Yes.
Rationale. Shout out to Chef Billy Buck, who does amazing.
Man, can he cook?
Yeah, but he and it just does amazing demos of what these things can do.
That's true. He's super informative. We have
Informative and passionate.
Yeah, we have him on a bunch of videos. So if you go through our back catalog,
Yeah.
and you just look for rationale, type in Maliki rationale.
Yeah, you can
you'll
see some of the stuff.
Yeah,
for sure. But that's what it is. And with site surveys, one of the things, and you've probably heard me. I listen. I'm angry, I guess, but it's maybe it's passion. I don't know what you want to call it. There's maybe it's the Jersey in me. But when people call and try to rush us to a site to do a site survey, and I go down the checklist, and I have a new form now.
Oh, really?
If you don't sign my form going forward from this day forward, I'm not coming until you sign it because it goes over everything that needs to be there. Is the electric in place? Is the water in place? What about the drain? There's so many things we need to know.
Interesting. And
when we get there, it just happened a week or so ago. Hurry up and get there. It's ready to go. And you get there and they're still in the construction. Do you know how many times this happens? And I know my servicemen and women know it happens weekly, for Christ's sake.
Wow.
And then listen, you might think it's no problem for you, but when I have a tech that's making top dollar and I'm rolling wheels, these events cost us money.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. I'm not just rolling these guys around and they're saying they're volunteering.
Right.
That's why it upsets me because I feel like the time gets devalued from a service company and pisses me off.
Right.
Because I know how hard these guys work. I know we're in business.
Right.
I sell time. Yeah. You can't touch it, but it's real.
Yeah, it's probably more valuable than some products.
Yeah,
because you can expedite products and make a whole bunch of them at once. There's one guy fixing this, each time he's rolling out, and he's not just joyriding. He has specific things that he needs to get done that day, and if those things get delayed, then it costs the company.
It does, and my obligation, no matter what anyone says or thinks, my obligation is to my company first.
Right.
I have to make sure that my company is strong and lucrative and profitable. So we're going to be here for years and years to continue to help our partners and our customers. I can't do that and just say, oh yeah, no problem. Don't worry about it. Do that 15, 16, 17 times a month.
It adds up quick.
We're into the thousands.
Wow.
So there's a lot to talk about on that, but that's another thing. People slow down. I know everyone wants their checks to be cashed and cut and all this stuff, but if you want to be a true partner to people, then it needs to be done right. And we all need to slow down and understand that. But we'll talk more about that another day. Hopefully, maybe we get some reps and dealers and people on this show to really talk about from all sides of the industry.
For sure. What we got next?
Well, I mean, I think that was that it. Did I have anything else? I think the Combi Oven thing was the last thing we had to talk about. But
let's throw this banner back up real quick, and let's just say that the show is sponsored by thefedgroup.com. If you are looking for a way to figure out digital marketing within the context of food equipment service or food equipment industry, make sure you check out thefedgroup.com. We have an online community, and we have a conference coming up on February 5th through 7th.
Yep.
So make sure you check it out. It's going to be amazing. Great networking, great people, all sorts of people from all corners of the industry. So check it out. One last time.
Going to be a major event, groundbreaking for the industry. Again, a lot of other things are going to follow after this. We talk about Gold Collar.
Yes.
So goldcollaruniversity.com is owned and operated by us.
Yeah.
but it is not a live website yet, so don't go there. But we're talking about soft skills for technicians, soft skills for maybe stuff going on here in the office on how to treat customers, because we have very specific questions and needs in this niche industry.
Right.
So to be able to facilitate that, Gold Collar University, be on the lookout in 2020 as we begin to develop soft skills training, webinars, courses, all different things of that nature.
That's right.
And helping to put the channel partners, through the fedgroup.com, the channel partners, putting them together, and getting everyone speaking the same language,
Yes.
once and for all.
I love it. And
Be ready. Be part of it.
Yeah.
Go over now. Join the Facebook group to start.
yep, that's the action item number 1. Join the Facebook group.
Join it. Stop wasting time. Get over there. Let's go. So that's it. That's Monday.
That's Monday.
Doomy and gloomy outside.
It is.
If you could see, you can see behind us. Boy, the spam is alive and well today. It's what time is it here in Jersey?
4:18.
4:18 p.m. coming to a close on the day here completely. That's it. I think let's try to do a little food review thing going on next time.
Okay.
Spice it up a little bit.
All right, let's do it. You want to do the Popeyes?
No,
Popeyes,
KFC.
KFC, chicken and waffles.
I think we should try the chicken and waffles for that KFC.
All right.
If you want to be, listen, I put a thing here. Put your phone number in the comments. If you want to be a call in on the show, put your number.
Even if you're not watching live and you're just watching this now, still put your number in, because we can call you next time, and we'll let you know beforehand.
Yeah, and if you have any topics or any things you want to discuss, reach out to us. You could DM us anywhere. You know how to get in touch.
Yep.
I guess we'll take it down for the crown.
Let's do it.
Rich and Angel Show. We are out. See you on the next one.
Rich and Angel. It's the Rich and Angel Show.